It's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance, and we are joined today by Carolyn. She is the mayor of Hermosa Beach. I know it's a tough life. I know it's very difficult to live in paradise, but someone's got to do it.
I can do it.
You can do it. So tell us about Hermosa Beach. You know, it's part of the beach cities. It's not Huntington Beach, by the way. It's Hermosa Beach. People get confused. Give us a sense of the beauty of Hermosa Beach.
You know, I consider our town to be quite unique. People might think it's because we have a wide, beautiful beach,
right,
or because we have a very vibrant pedestrian plaza that's just steps to the sand. But I think what really makes us unique is our community. We have a highly engaged community.
And it's interesting, you called your community a town, and just that word says something. You know, I mean, you're a city, but there's something about the word town. The minute you said that, I knew what you were saying.
I feel that we're this oasis in this massive metropolis, this kind of hidden gem that I don't want people to really know about.
Exactly, don't tell anyone.
Exactly. And that's what is just so incredible, because in a city or as in a county that's this huge, to have that opportunity to know your neighbor is so unique.
And the beach cities on the LA County side really are quite unique. And not that far. People think they're far. They're really not that far. And they do offer the best of both worlds. You're close enough to the big city, great schools. We know that about the beach cities. And you're on the beach. So how do you keep your citizenry engaged? Because it could be easy to go to the beach and not be engaged.
Absolutely. It is a good question.
Yeah.
A few years ago, we were faced with a really important decision, whether or not to drill for oil in Hermosa Beach.
Right.
And what that did was that galvanized members of the community to get involved and become educated on the issues facing our town. Like many towns, we face the challenges of rising costs and outdated infrastructure.
And it's interesting you say that, because like many towns in Southern California, you go through a cycle where you're hot, and boy, the beach cities are hot. And I don't mean temperature-wise, I mean real estate-wise. You got the good schools and you got the good land. And so how are you managing to keep that town feel with rising real estate costs and infrastructure that, like you said, a little older?
For me personally, I think it's so important that our community is educated. Educated on the city's finances, putting everything out there, being as honest as we can be. Because when they become more engaged and they see what the challenges are, they want to be part of the solution.
And that's a very wise approach, in that if infrastructure costs need to be defrayed in some way, you can have a conversation with your voters. Maybe they'll want a bond, maybe they won't. Maybe they want a sales tax increase, maybe they won't. Maybe they want public-private partnerships, maybe they won't. But if you're engaged, you can figure, you can have that conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Educated as to what the choices are. We actually just recently started talking about public-private partnerships. 2 years ago, people would have had no idea what that meant. But now they understand the potential value associated with it. Not that we are going to necessarily go in that direction, but to just understand what the options are is very important.
So what are your constituents saying about the infrastructure challenges? Because they are real, and they're real throughout the Los Angeles basin. You know, our cities, it's kind of coming up, they're all kind of coming up on 100 years, if you think about it. And that's when the pipes start to go, and that's when the roads start to go, and the buildings that were built in the 50s start to go. And
absolutely, Brad.
Exactly. So I know from what I speak barely. So what are they saying to you?
Right. And that's where the education comes into play.
Right.
We're a small town, and so our economic development opportunities are somewhat limited. So when they present themselves to us, it's important that we take it seriously. And this is the thing, is that it's all a balance. Money doesn't come without some element of sacrifice. We have to find that balance.
What a great job you have as mayor of the town of Hermosa Beach. It's a city, but we'll call it a town.
Works for me.
Her name is Carolyn. She is the mayor of beautiful Hermosa Beach, California. My name is Brad Pomerance. It's Local Edition.